Hello, we are very excited to walk you through our free private equity waterfall tool. I will focus specifically on real estate private equity deals, but this will work for other structured private equity investments as well. This tool provides investors, developers, and general partners with an easy way to upload cash flows directly from their deal and build an equity waterfall in minutes, not hours or days. Let's take a look at how this all works. This is the start screen where you can import your own cash flows, which we'll cover in another walkthrough, but for now, let me just use a sample deal so you can quickly see the workflow. Clicking on the sample deals will load cash flows from one of the property types, in this case, a 10-year multifamily investment, and we'll look at the output first. The report will start with a summary of the property information and an investment summary, followed by a chart showing project-level cash flows. These are the cash flows from the sample deal, but it will show your imported cash flows otherwise. Scrolling down, there are return metrics at the project level, as well as to the LP and the GP. After this, we have a diagram of the waterfall structure to help you visualize your deal. And finally, we have the waterfall cash flow report, which can help you quickly spot any major problems with the waterfall structure. This report shows how the equity is paid back and the preferred return is distributed. It also shows how much cash flow is available after each hurdle has been met. In this example, it shows how preferred return and capital payback requirements are distributed through the waterfall hurdles in year 10. It also shows going through the first hurdle pretty quickly with minimal cash flow at that tier. So let's go back and see how to adjust this. Here we can see that the LP investors get a 6% preferred return, after which the GP gets a 15% promote until the LPs get an 8% IRR, and then the GP gets a 25% promote until the next hurdle at 12%. Let's change the 8% hurdle to 10% and increase the GP promote to 20%. Let's also add another hurdle and modify the promotes at each tier. Let's increase the promote in 10% increments after each tier. So this new setup will split the cash flows 80-20 until a 10% IRR. Then it will be 70-30 until a 12% IRR, and 60-40 until the LP gets a 15% IRR. After that point, all cash flows will be split 50-50. Now let's calculate. After updating the assumptions, the investor IRR dropped from 16.6% to 16.08%, and the investor profit is almost $20 million. The cash flow table has expanded to show the additional hurdle added to the waterfall, and there are higher cash flow splits at each hurdle. Running these scenarios is very easy and just takes a couple of clicks. Alternate scenarios can quickly show how the cash flow changes throughout the waterfall with different assumptions. To share a waterfall scenario, click the green share link at the top and email the link to other stakeholders such as partners, lenders, or investors. Note that at the bottom here, there is a convenient chat window to ask questions or give feedback. During regular business hours, someone at CRE Models will be monitoring this chat and will be able to help you in real time. If it's outside business hours, please feel free to leave an email address and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like other CRE Models products, we are constantly adding more features. This current tool supports as many as 4 investment tiers, which means a preferred return and 3 hurdles. After the third hurdle, all cash flow will fall to a residual split, but all of this can be configured on the fly. You can make it simple, like simple interest pref and a residual split, or more complicated, like a full 4-tier waterfall. One of the most common headaches in building equity waterfalls is the variety of preferred return calculations. Simple non-compounding interest versus compounding interest. Also different frequencies like monthly or quarterly or even annual. This tool lets you modify how these returns are calculated and use as many or as few tiers as needed. We show a full slate of returns including internal rate of return, multiple, profit, and distributions. Returns can be viewed as GP not only from any co-invest standpoint, but also from the promote side. Likewise, LPs can screen deals by quickly importing the GP's cash flows to model out the waterfall piece. As we all know, every private equity waterfall can look different from deal to deal, fund to fund, or even investor to investor. And in the negotiation phase, it can take a lot of time to try to run different scenarios and determine what investment structure will work for both the limited partners and the general partners. Sometimes this process can take days just to build out the various investment waterfall options, only to find out that a particular structure won't work. CRE Models has a wide range of commercial real estate financial analysis products and services. This free application is a limited example of the tools and services that we provide to the real estate investment and development industry. We hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.